Hey, everybody, this is Kim Starks with Financial Foundation. So I just came on for to do this quick video. Something was really on my heart, and I just, wanted to talk about it, right? So I was at the bank today, and I was, cashing a cashier's check. And usually, a cashier's check, hey, it's secure funds. So, but at any rate, I'm waiting for them to do whatever they need to do because I'm trying to get cash. I just don't want to, deposit or whatever. That's not what my video about. But I was sitting there and I'm waiting, and one of the young tellers was there. I usually don't go in the bank, but this time, I'm in the bank and I didn't see her, over the last, couple years. And so, we kind of conversating, and it just really broke my heart because, we were talking, and she's pregnant. She's finna have a baby. She's in her late 20s, and she's been, working, since she's, been out of college or what have you. But she says to me, Kim, I don't think I will ever be able to buy a home. And so, of course, they got my attention. And I'm like, why? Why would you say that? Because what I saw in her eyes was like hopelessness. And I'm like, why do you say that? She said, well, me and my boyfriend, we live in an apartment, but I don't think we will ever be able to buy a house because of student loan debt. She said, I have over $90,000 worth of student loan debt. And he has almost $100,000 worth of student loan debt. And because mortgage payments will be so high, because we also have credit card debt, I don't think we will ever be able to buy a home. Y'all, when I tell you I was looking crazy because I wanted to give her, some tips, but I could see the look of despair. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like financially there was no way out? Like you have all these bills or you have all these obligations. You go to work every day in and day out, but you have to be there, but it doesn't pay enough. Or maybe your situation was like hers where she went to college. See, we were told that you go to college, do well, get you a great job, climb the corporate ladder, save, a percentage of your income, and at retirement, you're going to live fabulous. Y'all, that ain't working. That ain't working. So as I listened to her, I heard how she wanted to spend time with her, fiance, how she didn't feel like she was going to be able to even spend time with her newborn. She was literally, trying to find daycare. She still got like a month and a half before, the babies do, but she's trying to find daycare. She's trying to make sure she's going to be able to afford daycare. So she said at the last resort, is she even thinking about buying a house is nowhere in her mind. Financial freedom is nowhere on her radar. And it got me to thinking that she's not the only one like this. She's not the only one in this situation. And I can relate because years ago, I mean, before I start learning about finances, I would have way more month than money, right? Some of my some of my paychecks didn't even last over the weekend. I get paid on Friday. By Monday, I'm already broke. So I can relate, to this feeling. And I think that's why it kind of gripped me. So what I want you to know, if you're in a situation where you feel like there is no hope when it comes to finances, or if you're working uh, a job that you're barely making it and you don't know how you're gonna uh, get free from this bondage, if you don't know how you're going to get out of this rat race, I'm going to give you a couple pointers on what to do because you can. Now, let's be honest. The system is set up to make us think we can't get out. The system is set up to make us so bombarded and so oppressed with all the obligations that we have to take care of. And when we're working a job, especially if we're working a job where there is no liberty, where your job is taking all of your energy and not returning energy to you, oh, that makes it even harder. Like seriously. I remember when I graduated, I don't even usually tell people this, but I graduated from culinary school. That's probably why I don't like to cook now, right? I went to culinary school and I was in the food service industry for about 12 years. So I was a cook, but it used to drain me. I used to make, okay money, but I love to talk. I love to teach. I love to, be out front, to say the least. So when I would get home from work, I would be totally drained. So have you ever been so drained from work that you get home, you don't even want to talk to the kids. You don't even want to you don't even want family time. You just want to get you something to eat, maybe clean up the house and go to bed, and you start the routine all over again. And then on your day offs, you might do something different. That's the type of lifestyle I was living. And this is what I heard coming out of this young lady's mouth. Basically, I'm going to work. I'm buckled down in debt. I have no freedom. I have no joy. I have no peace because of all these financial strains. And a lot of it is coming from student loans. So I want to give you a few pointers because, again, like I said, I can relate. The first thing we have to do is change what we thinking, right? Because like I said, the systems, they're like, most of the time when you go to work, you're not going to hear a whole bunch of stuff positive about you. And what was interesting about this is that she works in the bank. So can you imagine being in a bank and you around all this money, and your biggest issue, your biggest challenge right now is finances, and you working in the bank? That got to be crushing in itself. But most of the time on our jobs, it's not a positive, encouraging environment for you to go to the next level in life. So you have to, I would, in my opinion, the first thing you have to do is get something else going in your ear gate to get in your mind so it can change your thoughts. So the first thing I would say that I would just recommend is getting a couple books, right? Getting a couple books, maybe story books, maybe biographies of people that you may admire, because a lot of times in biographies or in books, like you hear somebody else's story and you can kind of live in their story, like, man, I've been there. I feel like that, and if they can make it out, so can I. That's the first thing I would say you should do is get something else going into your thought process. The second thing I would say is get in an environment where other people are thriving or the conversation is different. So even if you got to do it maybe once a month, attend a business expo, attend a book group, attend somewhere where people are having financial success, right? It ain't got to be nothing real spectacular. It just got to be a different environment, because when we're in the process of just going home right after work and we buckle down and we looking at all the mail, we looking at the same thing every day, and we're not encouraging, we have hopelessness. We got to change our environment. If it's only an hour a week, an hour a month, just start somewhere. And number three, I would say write down some affirmations. Like, we call them declarations, affirmation, whatever you want to call them. Write down some things that you want to see in your life. I don't care if they seem so far away, but dreaming is so important. We got to see something in our imagination that will pull us out of a slumping place and pull us up. That's going to give us encouragement. That's going to give us energy, right? I'm thinking about Ephesians 3 and 20, where it says, I would do exceedingly, and now unto him who would do exceedingly and abundantly above all we can ask or think, right? So our thinking is so important. So when we write affirmations down and we begin to, put them affirmations in the atmosphere in the morning and at night before we go to bed, And if we get to reading something that's going to get in our mind, that's going to help. And if we put going to a different environment in that formula as well, I promise you, we will see change. So I just wanted to come on. I don't know who this will help. I don't even know if you listen to the end. But listen, I'm just going to tell you that breakthrough belongs to you. We can break through financially, right? It's just a matter of changing some things in our mind and getting out of this world system that tell us we're going to be broke all of our life, that tell us, hey, you know what, we can never own this, we can never have a great life. Because I want to tell you, you can have a great life. Imagine how that's going to be when you make some changes to your situation just by your thoughts. I want you to think about, what would it look like if you were financially free? Like, where would you go? What type of environment would you live in? What state, what country? Where would you visit? What would you drive? What charities or ministries would you give to? See, we got to start thinking on those lines, and that's going to help us to know that it is possible. So I just wanted to encourage you to don't get stuck in what this world say you can have, because these systems that's here, they're always going to tell you that you will never have enough, that you will never come out, that you're going to owe people for the rest of their life. But the devil is a lie. Okay, you are coming out, you will have financial breakthrough. All we have to do is shift our thinking, which is going to shift our actions, because it's going to shift our habits, and it's going to shift our outcomes. So yes, you can be free. So be encouraged today. Do something different. Read a book. Get in a different environment and make some affirmations. Make a change today. I am Kim Starks. I hope this helps somebody. Y'all have a good day.